So you guys remember that we did our Safe Streets for All, spent a year working on that. We were working really at breakneck speed. I don't know if you guys realized it or not, but what we wanted to do is have that document done, our safety action plan completed, because there was going to be a round of construction money available. And we hit it with your approval at the end of April. The notice of funding opportunity came out in May. Projects were due in June for that construction money. So if you recall, within that document, we had project lists. So each community, we kind of broke it out to show what projects were available. The safety action plan is a nice detail of our high injury network. And within those high injury network, here's potential projects.
This is just a screenshot also, it's pages long. This is just a small screenshot.
Yeah, that's page 86 right there that we just pulled that one out real quick. That's the first page. So if you go to the next slide, two of the members, so Ottawa County Road Commission, the City of Holland, they stepped up and went after some grants. So Ottawa County Road Commission had the Riley Street Butternut 144th roundabouts, and then the Douglas Avenue 144th, that's River to 144th. Yeah, that's the 5-lane expansion. And then City of Holland has a nice mix of projects as well, adding bike lanes on 17th and 24th. And then River, there's a bunch of proposed improvements through that stretch, all of which will help improve safety within those projects. So real quick, we can go through what that looks like. If you guys haven't seen what the roundabouts look like in the Ottawa County. Now this is just a sketch right now, it's a concept. If that project is selected for construction, then first thing you do right off the bat is get your surveys done so you know where the right-of-way lines are, property lines, and then you start to really do the engineering and the public outreach piece. But the roundabouts are proven safety measures. Ottawa County Road Commission was quick to jump on that and say we will definitely improve our safety if we can get these projects constructed.
Where is that?
So this is 144th Riley and
That's where like the family fair is on the north side.
Yep. And then the next, we just took a quick snapshot of the Douglas, and the nice thing I can point out, several pieces just of this one stretch. So currently it's 4 lanes. So on the left-hand side, that's DeBoers right there, if we're all familiar with that. The MAC is right just off the screen. And what we're showing here is trails on both sides of the road. Then we have the crosswalks, the upgraded crosswalks, which you can see in yellow. And then there's some median island refuge areas. Those are good traffic calming. But most importantly is it's a 5-lane section. So now you'll have that center turn lane, which is obviously not part of the 4-lane stretch right here. So that's the biggest safety improvement, and we expect adding that center turn lane is really going to help that high injury network designation potentially go away. That was identified within the plan as a much needed improvement. And then down in the lower right, you can see the bus shelter. That's also added into this particular project and within this stretch. So Ottawa County came up with this, obviously worked with our consultant and worked with us over the last year on potential safety improvements. But this is their plan. So, I got to give them credit for really seizing on that safety benefits that are inherent in upgraded crosswalks, at making sure you have really good bus shelters, but most importantly, having that center turn lane in there. And I did ask Brett, I said, do you think you can squeeze all this in? You know, you don't have the right of way right now, or you don't have the survey done right now, but that right of way is gonna be pretty tight. And he's like, yeah, we're probably gonna need a few feet of right of way from some folks, which might be difficult, and if they don't wanna work with us, then we might have to tweak that, what those trails look like, and maybe some of the lighting, if you can see there is lighting in there too, so having some of that lighting through that corridor, again, that's another safety benefit as well. So I have my fingers crossed that that we can get this, get these approved and get that funding to us, but we'll see. I think September, October is probably the timeline that we'll hear back. But again, I got to give them credit for going over and above, because we got the safety action plan done in time, and we have projects that are eligible, and they went after it. Next up is City of Holland, and they're the corridors, the 24th, 17th, those are the bike, adding bike lanes for those route, and then north and south. That's definitely a heavily traveled corridor, and if there's anything for traffic calming that can be done, that would be great. The signal improvements, I think that's probably gonna help with traffic movement, connecting all those signals, getting a nice platoon of traffic. And then when that platoon of traffic is not going through, I think those non-motorized improvements will really help a lot with that corridor as well. And again, until the survey's done, until the money is actually agreed to, don't have a lot of detail just yet, but again, those corridors and those improvements come right out of that safety action plan that we put together. So really looking forward to that, and probably invite those entities to come back if we do get the money to kind of keep the board up to speed on what that looks like. But right now, these are the concept, those are the corridors, and they fit really nice with the document that we put together. So are there any questions with that? But this is exciting. I think, I shouldn't say the number because I don't know it off the top of my head. Frank, do you know what those total? I want to say it was close to 20 million for Ottawa County. Holland, it was over 10 million if I'm not mistaken. But again, well, I'll get those numbers for you, but those did make it in time in June to, they beat the deadline and made it in, so we're anxiously awaiting the outcome.